All right, everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to our Wednesday Live at 5 here at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. And I think we're going to change the name to Wing It Wednesday because we seem to be winging it more often than we're not. Actually, I don't think we've ever scripted it. I think the very first video we did, we scripted it, but after that, we did wing it because, you know, that's what we do best. Fake it till you make it. Here we are 5 years later. Making it, but still kind of faking it. Okay, so anyways, if you're still with us, here is where we are located. We are in the beautiful central coast of California in Orchid, and this is when you can come and visit us. Mondays 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturdays 10 to 4, closed on Sundays. If you can't make it in to see us, then here is our website. You can also send us an email, or you can give us a phone call and chat us up. Okay, before we get into what we're doing, because I don't want to forget all the things going on. There's a lot going on. So this Saturday, September 13th, is the All Ford Car Show here in Orchid. It's right down the street from us. They close off the street. There's all kinds of Ford cars. So if it was born a Ford, it can be in the show. That's what they say. That's their tagline. So that's going to be there. So it'll be lots of people. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to come down and check out check out all the cool cars, because they've got like Model Ts and stuff down there. They've got some really cool things over there. So come down this Saturday and check that out. Next week, Wednesday the 17th, is the last for this year farmers market, which is also across the street from us. Down Markham Street. So if you're interested in some fresh produce, or you want to find some local goods, think about Christmas. Christmas is coming, the holidays are coming, so it's always nice to find some locally made things. So the farmers market will be on next Wednesday from 4:30 to 7:30, and that one's the last one of this season. And then the following weekend on Saturday the 27th is the Chalk Festival, which also is across the street, the same place that the Ford show is. Down Broadway, and so that is really a lot of fun. That is something that you do not want to miss. So they get local and faraway artists, chalk artists, to come out, and they square off a pretty large space, and they do chalk art, and it is amazing. Some of these look like they could be paintings. They are just incredibly talented people doing amazing things with chalk. So come on down there. There's also stuff for the kids to do. They can get a little square. They get some chalk to draw their own little square. It's right in the middle of the street. Again, the street is closed, so all the chalk stuff is all on the street. It's really kind of cool. There's also vendors down there. They've got music over there, all kinds of fun things. Plus, all the, you can spend the day down here. You can check out the chalk. You can go to lunch. You can go back and check out the chalk because they're working on it. They start pretty early in the morning, and then that goes. I think the actual festival is like 9 to 3, something-ish like that, 9 to 2, 10 to 2, but they start really early. So it's kind of cool to come first thing and see, what they've kind of outlined, and then come back later in the day and you can see the finished product. So those are things going on here in our cute little town of Orchid. This month, it is super busy. September is a busy, crazy month. I know you've got back to school and all that, but if you need a little diversion from that, something to kind of kill the crazy, come down to our little town and walk around and do some shopping and see all the fun things that we have. Alrighty, and what else you can see is a brand new, we have a quilt top here. It's not going to hang yet. We have the quilt top. So I finished Percy the Penguin. He is so stinking adorable. So this is the newest pattern by Krista Moser. So if you're not familiar with Krista Moser, she does the 60-degree diamond rulers, and so all of this is done with the 60-degree diamond mini. So it is super cute. Look at him just chilling on the ice floe. We've got mountains behind him and the sky. It's really, really cool. We used an ombre fabric for the sky and the ice or the water. It's just a lot of fun. Super easy. Once you get the cutting done, this comes together in a day. If you're Speedy Gonzalez like me. Okay, Percy the Penguin. So this is Percy. We showed it to you when we came, when we got the pattern in, but now we have the top done, so he's really cool. So he doesn't turn out very big, 42 by 48, so a good wall hanging size. You could get this done in time to hang him up for January, that winter month that we have, sort of. And it uses the 60-degree diamond ruler mini. So this is the mini. If you have the regular size one, that one works as well. That's the one that I used. But it does call for the mini one. Okay, one more new sample in the shop, and then we'll get to some of the other new things. So if you remember, we got this gorgeous wide back fabric. It is floral, it is color, it is fantastic, and I told you I was dying to make a bag out of it. Well, I did it, and this is what I came up with. So this is the by Annie 2 little totes, the small version. There's a small and medium, and this is the small. Isn't it cute? Paired it with some faux leather. But wide backs and actually fabric don't just have to be for quilts. They can be for anything else. So open your mind to the possibilities of what you can use your fabric for. That one is really, really cool. So just want to show that one to you. Okay, now to what else we've gotten in. So it's a lot of patterns this week. No fabric, but patterns. So we have Gather Round from Atkinson Designs. So this one is it can be a table topper or it can be a tree skirt, which is kind of cool because again, we've got those pesky holidays coming up here in a few months. So if you make it large enough, or even if you want to make the small one, we've done that before. We've made a small table topper into a tree skirt for a smaller tree, a little, 4-foot tree. So different sizes, so you can choose which one you like the best. It's really good for scraps because all of these are little pieces. So those would be good for busting out some of your scraps. You can make a whole bunch for friends and get your gifts all ready to go. Alrighty, and then we have this table runner and placemat. So this is called brochettes, and these are really cool, easy to do pattern that will really wow the people who are looking at them. If you have guests over and you've got these placemats out, then you say, wow, these are really cool. How'd you do that? So lots of fun. The Canuck quilter, they always come up with some really cool and easy things to do. And then little cutoffs. If you've got cutoffs from there, you can make these cute little optional side guys. Maybe stick them in a quilt, stick them on a bag. They'd be great pockets on a bag too. So little bonus there. That's brochettes. And then we have a couple of bag patterns. So this is the Irene crossbody. And now I did make this. It is small. It is perfect for travel. It will fit all of the essentials that you need in there. It'll fit your wallet. It'll fit your keys. It'll fit your glasses, and it's got slots for your credit cards if you want to do it that way. Pockets inside, pockets outside. So it's really a cute little bag, which can go crossbody. So again, good for travel, and it opens wide enough that you can access. I don't know if you can see the gussets on here, but it opens pretty wide, so you can access all the things in your purse. Okay, and then we have the Sew Together bag. Now this is not a new pattern, but this is new to us. So it does open wide and it has pockets on the inside. So these are great for putting sewing supplies in, or if you are traveling and you want to put little bitty things that you don't want to get lost, you want to keep everything together, toiletries, things like that. This would be great for that. But really, sewing supplies would be perfect in this bag. I believe that there are different sizes on there. It looked like there were different sizes, maybe not. I haven't done it yet. I will do it soon. But it doesn't look like it's super complicated, so we should be able to do that. Okay, that's all the new stuff. We did get back in the binding spools. I don't know if you remember these, but these are perfect for winding your binding on. So if you've got a quilt out at the quilters, or you are waiting to quilt a quilt, but you've got your binding already made because you're a go-getter and you're just ahead of the game, you can wind your binding on here and then it's all ready to go. So we have different colors. They're all sparkly and pretty. So pick your color that you like. Sparkles, you can just do a clear sparkle. So those are back in stock. Okay, final thing is classes coming up. So we do have another open sew this month on the 24th. We have Jelly Roll Day on the 20th. There is still room in that. We would prefer that you sign up for that in advance so that it doesn't fill and you don't get a spot. And then we have Wind Drifter coming up in October. Plus we have the sneaker class in November. And the Percy the Penguin is not on here, but it is on our calendar and it's on our website. That is going to be in January. So that's going to be the third Saturday of January. So if you wanted to make Percy the penguin, then look ahead to January, and that's when we'll be doing that. Okay, so because there's just so much going on, we are going to skip our video next week. We're just going to take a little vacation, a little break from it, but we will also be seeing you back again the following week, which is, I believe, the 24th, the day of the Open Sew Day. So if you're here for Open Sew, then maybe you'll make it into the video. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We hope you have a wonderful week, and come enjoy all the wonderful things that we have going on here in Orchid this month. Good night.